Looking northward from Saskatchewan 705, also known as Township Road 54, which is supposed to mean that the international boundary is 54 miles to the south of us, but it's only about 30 miles from here to Montana. Looking over the Trossachs Plain, Weyburn's 30 kilometers that way, almost due north. And as you can see, the price of a barrel of oil has dropped $40 in the last 4 years down to $60. The pump jacks are hard at work trying to drain the Bakken formations a couple of miles down. Off to the east about 4 miles is the Souris River running northwest to southeast, a spillway that drained Glacial Lake Regina back in the day. Still a major water course. It's the Monday afternoon of May 29th, 2016, and this is the sign indicating the north access road to Goodwater, Saskatchewan. And there you go. Looking south down Range Road 134 west of the 2nd. Standing in the middle of the right-of-way that the Canadian Northern built through here in 1910. Mackenzie and Mann reached a line down from Merrifield on their Brandon-Regina line, down to Lampman, and due west across the Souris River to Radville, the Lampman sub, the literary line, because so many of the stations are named after authors of the time. Not Goodwater, though. Long Creek drains into the Souris Valley just to the south of here, so there was always good water in this neighborhood. Until it was sold off in 1962, the station would have stood where those white buildings are. It was a nice big 2-story effort, a third-class station built in 1911 at mile 111.7 from Merrifield. The elevators would have stood right in here. Johnson and Company and the Saskatchewan Cooperative Elevator Company, both built in 1911. Young Grain went up in 1913. Saskatchewan Wheat Pool in 1926. United Grain Growers in 1928. The Saskatchewan Wheat Pool was the last to close in 1979, and they pulled out the steel in 1980. The Souris River washed out the trestles at Ellswich in 1948, and they were never rebuilt. West of the river, the stub of the Lampman became the Goodwater sub. This was the end of the line. And it looks like they enjoy their baseball in Goodwater, playing under the trees on this lovely diamond. Nice and grassy. On Railway Avenue is a going concern. On South Main Street, looking south on the other side of the curling rink is 2nd Avenue, edge of town. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. The community hall. I wonder what service club built that. International Order of Foresters, maybe. This is on the east side of Main. There's only one street farther east and one street to the west. 2 numbered avenues and Railway Avenue. And there's all that remains of the Goodwater Postal Service superboxes. Heather Gillingwater closed the Goodwater Post Office on November 22nd, 1985, 74 years after E. McIntyre established it on March the 1st, 1911. And it wasn't the first post office in the area. December the 1st, 1907, William Thackeray opened the Rural Post Office of Thacker, closed it on the 27th of November, 1910. The Thackeray family was among the earliest settlers in this area, along with the Jewell family, for whom the creek is named. Railway Avenue is down there. The station, I think, would have stood right at the head of Main Street down there. And sidewalks. Concrete sidewalk. Just to remind us that Goodwater is a village incorporated on May the 18th, 1911, remains so. You can borrow money to build sidewalks looking east down First Avenue. I wonder where the village office is. I haven't seen that yet. On the south side of 2nd Avenue looks to be a repurposed schoolhouse set on the outskirts of town. And I'll bet you C.R. Wilson wishes he was here. It's a golf course, even with a little gallery. Watch the pros tee off towards the first green out there. Flag waving in the breeze. Might even be grass greens. Nice. This is Treaty 4 territory signed in 1874 between Crees and the Assiniboine, who are resident in this area, and the Crown. Farming settlers began arriving here in the mid-1900s. People from Britain, from the US, Norwegians. Turned out that Goodwater reached its population peak in 1921 with 123 people. The 30s really savaged this little town. This was the epicenter of the Saskatchewan Dust Bowl down here. Dry for years and nothing grew. Well, I'll have to go over and see what that is. It's an old mercury or something. Oil plays in the 1950s revived the local economy somewhat, but by then the roads were good and it's only a 35-minute drive to Weyburn to get what you need. You can see that the school closed in 1995 after 85 years of service. Kids just hop the bus to Weyburn now. A lovely, quiet, green, well-treed little village. Population about 30 this year. Holding steady over the years. Anywhere between 25 and 35. A brace of 56 Buick Roadmaster or Sentry, not a special because it's got 4 ports. The headquarters of the RM of Lomond. Betty Ann McMicken is remembered as the lady who built the Goodwater Hotel back in 1910. Ran it for a good number of years. And Kelly Hobbs opened the first store on the town site in 1909, I think, in a tent. Goodwater, Saskatchewan.